Welcome to another episode of the Daily Practice. The window is open, the request lines are open, the hourglass is flipped, and the sand is falling. Let's get to work. Here he is, our troubadour, Nathan Moore.
Whoops. Woo, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Rock and roll. Hey, everybody. Welcome to practice. Trying some new things tonight. Some new approach, a new approach to the whole situation. You have to bear with me. Oh, my goodness. How did that picture go along with it? Oh, never mind. I just got so confused. I'm with you. Well, I got my tooth removed yesterday. I will be taking it a little bit easy tonight. I actually paid a visit to Huss Dalton today for the first time ever. I stepped into the facility there. It's a premier small cottage guitar manufacturing company right here in Staunton, Virginia. This crack in my guitar was the good excuse I had. I walked in with my guitar and was like, I would wondering if I could pick your brain for your expertise here on my situation. Brand new Martin guitar split. Do you think the warranty should cover it? That kind of stuff. Well, it turns out I was an acquaintance with the guy running the place. He used to play bass in the band Steel Wheels that hosts a festival that I played a couple of times. So we had an immediate rapport, which was very refreshing, and just got to chatting for about 20 minutes. And next thing you know, I'm like, hey, you mind if we take a little tour through the facility, and could I film it and show it to my YouTube show? And he's like, sure, let's go. And so at a certain point here and during practice, I'm going to show you a little video tour of the Huss Dalton Guitar Factory. It's pretty cool. I'm not going to play any harmonica tonight. There's all these rules I have with this tooth that's yanked out of my face. I don't really know how I feel, but I feel pretty good. Not supposed to drink through a straw or smoke or vape or anything fun. So I don't know what harmonica means, but you don't really create a vacuum with a harmonica, but I'm still afraid of it. So I'm not going to play any harmonica tonight. I'm just going to pick away. There is a new thing I'm trying here. You might notice I got headphones in. That's because I got a whole new approach. You'll see as we go. This isn't an illness. It's no strange disease. It's just stillness against a maddening breeze that carries those old songs that's bending the trees. But I ain't going, I'm hunkered down on my knees, and it's hard. No one around here can understand. It's hard. See, I used to be a rambling man. There's signs along the highway, and then there's signs along the highway. Stay and read between the lines, and you're sure to find your way. God, I love that living, that life. I swore I'd never stray. But I ain't going, no, I'm going to stay. And it's hard. around here can understand. It's hard. See, I used to be a rambling man. When you don't know where you're going or how you're getting there, you just won't believe the magic that rises right out of thin air. And it's hard to find that in an old rocking chair. But I ain't going. Now I'm a really good stop for those that dare. And it's hard. No one around here can understand. It's hard. See, I used to be a rambling man. Yeah. All right. Felt good. I get a little nervous. I'm just not used to my mouth. And it's like, I was like, oh, is that blood? Is that blood? I thought I tasted blood from it. I was like, should I not be singing? I don't know what I'm allowed to do. I can't drink through a straw. Apparently that could kill me. So I'm a little bit of a mess. I don't know what's going on. But it's good to see all your sweet faces here. Let's see what you got for me in the request list so far. Sentence to Rooftops, The Lot, Phoebe Poem, Gaining Speed with a Boomerang, Hey, 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 because you know Tooth. Oh, right. Oh, man. How does that even go? I know I sang it once, but I feel like it was only once. That was a long time ago. Tell you the truth, lost a tooth. I forgot I had this. Were you on my lyric site just searching for tooth? How many were there? Teeth. There's also teeth. I can definitely completely feel my face again. All the Novocaine or whatever's worn off. Tell you the truth, I lost a tooth biting into the back of Beelzebub. But I stood up and I washed up. Now I'm back in the city and I'm looking for love. Hey, hey, hey. Walk the stairs down to the basement where the fire glows. But I climb back to the chimney top to cast my eyes on the world below. Song. This is a very old amusement song Carl just asked for. I've not come for hopes or dreams. I do not care for honesty. But I know know just what you're holding back means. That's all that interests me. Hey, 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 oh, why isn't it working? Oh no, my trick isn't working. Oh, wait. Ah, I got it. Okay. Baby steps, baby steps. What is going on in the window right now? No, that song actually wasn't really coming back to me. I remember the hey, 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 like I really was holding way back on how that song goes. That song was very rambunctious. I would scream that, hey, 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 hey. It was just like, no way I'm going to touch it with a 10-foot pole tonight. But hey, Pat, welcome to the show. All right, let's try this sentence to Rooftops. I tried it in a new key the other night when I was recording it. So I could really lean into that. I got to get used to this style. It's counterintuitive to me. I keep feeling like free alien. Tried singing my songs, but I woke the missus. Went out in the yard and the neighbors rose. Walked down the street, then come the police. So that's the way the song goes. Get me out of this jail. Me to the rooftops, and then only when it rains. Tried the afternoon, but what with all the clatter, it's like lighting a candle in the middle of the day. Sure, it gives off light, but it don't matter, 'cause no one needs it then anyway. Get me out of this jail, gotta hit those high notes, gotta stop my foot on the refrain. Oh, but the judge sends me to the rooftops, and then only when it rains. I tried not singing at all. I really thought I could do it. I went for days, and then it all came out. It came out so loud. I didn't even know I could do that. They sure throwing the key away on me now. Get me out of this jail, gotta hit those high notes, gotta stop my foot on the refrain. Oh, but the judge sends me to the rooftops, and then only when it rains, and then only when it rains. Oh, I think I'm gonna like this new setup, this new idea. So just for you nerds out there, I know there's a couple of you, I hope, nerds like me. What I've done here, and the reason I'm in these headphones, is instead of running into the looper into my amp and then just occasionally using the amp to create background, which created some very interesting sounds. There's parts of that I'll miss, but it wasn't what's happening now. Now I'm going into my looper and then straight into the show. So this, because this has this pickup in it, it's going straight to the show. Keyboard's on the same channel. So really, I'm just hearing what you're hearing. So I have way more control over how the audio sounds. I could even, before I could never hear what you were hearing. I never heard it. I would have to listen to the show back to hear what stuff sounded like. Now I'm in here with you. I'm sort of trapped in here. I didn't want to use headphones for the longest time, and it was smart not to. I was free to float about the room, but I'm getting pretty focused now. I'm starting to get a little more focused. And I like having this control and to start playing with the sound and trying to sculpt some cool soundscapes and getting into that. It's like level 3 here. None of this was possible before. See, the way it was before, I could never do anything like that. Now my guitar is just, the sound of it is going through the looper, but it's what I hear the whole time. So when I loop part of it, nothing changes. It's not like suddenly coming from back here with a weird amp sound. It's just my guitar sound. And so at any point in time, and as I do it more often, I'll get more comfortable with it, but it's just a whole new ballgame. I think I'm going to take just a little bit of a break here while y'all watch, while I take you guys virtually to Huss Dalton right here in Staunton, Virginia. It's a boutique, high-end guitar manufacturing company. I mean, they make amazing guitars. I just played my first Huss Dalton down in Roanoke when I bought this guitar, and it was a little too expensive for me, but holy moly. I felt like I was playing at Carnegie Hall just playing that guitar. Angels accompanying me I'd never met before. Weirdos. It was amazing. Jeff wants to know, what are you using to mix and send to the show? Does OBS mix? This is pretty rad. Well, it's all going through my Apollo, the universal audio interface. And that's always been the case, but all my loops and stuff were all coming out of this amp back here, and then it would just have to come over and come into the one mic that I was using for the show, because otherwise I had to be in headphones. Here, I bet that's getting annoying. It's so fun though. But I couldn't do it that way because I didn't want to be in headphones. I wanted to be free to hop to the piano, to grab other instruments, but I'm getting way more laser focus at the moment anyways on my guitar act, the stuff that's going to leave the house. Willie T. Taylor's sending me my guitar strap. So I don't mind getting focused, and I'm just so glad I made this plunge, even though I didn't know if it was a good idea till the last few minutes, but I'm very excited about what's happening. And so now that I have headphones on, I can just loop my guitar sound directly to the show and hear it in here. And I could even start like throwing effects. I could start playing with this console in ways I've never played before. I could throw some chorus on the guitar. I could throw an amp on it. I don't know, anything, but I'm hearing it now. So we could start playing around. I could come in here and cut on this like this reverb. Oh, look at that. I hear it. So I could play with it. We could just get ridiculous with it. Just get, oh my God, we could have so much fun. That's just ridiculous. We're going to be getting silly. Oh my God, we're going to make spring happen fast. All those. Now, I'm feeling pretty childlike at the moment. Let's go to Huss Dalton. Come with me. I felt like Mr. Rogers up in there. I swear I did. So sexy.
Taking shape into actual guitars now.
Hey, how's it going?
Probably know Joe.
Oh yeah. How you doing?
Not too bad. You know, building things.
Yeah,
How long have you worked here?
What's that?
How long have you worked here?
I think almost 3 years.
Yeah, I said you gotta get close to 3, I think. So Joe's carving all those necks over there, you see. Fitting all the bodies.
What do these start as?
Just blanks.
Big old,
What's a blank?
big old chunk of mahogany. This is stage 2. So we've got it to there, and then he takes them from here, and they end up looking like that.
Boy, look at that headstock already.
Yeah, this is the 30th anniversary model.
Wow, who
Just
does that
released
part?
it.
You
We
that
do
part?
everything in house. Yeah, we cut some over there, and then Joe inlays it all in there. Pretty wild.
Nice bag. It's gonna be cool.
30th anniversary.
30th
Look at
anniversary,
that
that's all brass.
magic little. Oh my goodness, that is
Got
gorgeous.
some cool stuff on the top going on.
Oh man, love the little leaf. It's beautiful.
It'll be nice. We're making 10 of these, and once these are done, this design is done.
Wow.
It'll be done
And
again.
how much are those going to run?
This is $30,000.
Wow.
So-
Can you believe that? Isn't that amazing?
It is amazing. God bless the people who buy the 30,000.
Right.
It's not an everyday thing. Yeah, you're welcome to poke your head in there.
What's going on in here?
This is the old
Oh, look at that.
part of our milling room up here.
What does that do?
That grinds the shape of the, and it's on an angle, so that grinds your shape so your top fits right onto your back and sides. So we just grind the sides of the guitar right on that. Swap out to a different radius disc for the front and the top.
See, if I worked here, I'd change that out.
I know.
Yeah,
Every
so
Friday.
sweet. Every Friday.
Or Wednesday now. That's how full it is by Wednesday.
Wow. What are these machines?
These just suck the dust out when you're sanding.
Oh, wow.
It's called a downdraft table. All the air pulls down through there, goes through a filter. You know, still got to wear dust masks and all that, but it helps. More filters that clog up by Friday. You got to.
Right.
Everything gets
Amazing.
cleaned out by Friday. Oh, you asked what a neck blank looks like when it starts. This is where it
Oh,
starts.
wow. That's what I wanted to see.
Yeah.
Look
This
at
is
that.
where it starts, and then you saw where Joe takes it eventually. So those are waiting in between. They've been partially milled out.
How many people does that go through before it gets to Joe?
Just one. Basically, I build them to this point. Most of the time, it's me, and then Joe will take it from here. So pretty slick. Been a bunch of brace wood.
Do they all have truss rods?
Everything's got two-way truss rods. Everything's got red spruce bracing that we get here. Phil's getting ready to bind some guitars. Cut a little router wedge in there.
Yep, about to get loud.
About to get loud.
I'll do it.
So he's got to measure this exact little edge, whatever the combo is, and he'll cut them on this router and spend the rest of the day fitting miters and
Glued on?
Yep, he'll glue all that in there. He's got to hand cut all these little miters so they join and meet up.
Wow. Takes
Lots
very steady hands.
Lots of steady hands, detail, attention. That's the main thing. We worry about the stupidest little things on everything.
What are the growing pains of training somebody new? Are they just ruining guitars?
It
right
can
and
be
left?
severe. We try not to have that happen.
Right.
Yeah, it gets this can get real expensive if something happened here and you had to scrap this body. We've already got a lot of money and time into that. So
Right.
this is the experience section over here.
Wow.
Phil can handle it. We don't have any he knows how to finesse things if something's delicate or on the edge of not working out.
Going sideways.
How to make it work.
How to get it back in line.
Whereas a new guy's probably going to plow through and ruin it, and then you're screwed. And suddenly we're out $2,000 and have to rebuild it, you know? So,
yeah. I mean, I've found that kind of the amount of time to get someone up to speed from brand new to where they can handle most things is like at least 6 months. Maybe
if you've got a good aptitude towards it.
Right. if it's someone that's, you know, got a mind for like crafting, decent eye, decent hand skills, that kind of thing. Yeah.
The younger, the better, you think?
Not necessarily.
No, necessarily.
Yeah, it all depends. Sometimes it's great to have somebody with a total clean slate that just has the right attitude and some hand skills.
And some skills, right.
But other times, you know, it's great. Like Phil came to us for, you know, 16, 17 years of experience the last couple of years.
Guitar making?
Of guitar making.
Right.
So it was like a no-brainer of like, you know what, I respected the company it came from. I already knew they did amazing work. So it's like...
Right. I'm thinking about me, though, as an old dog that has no tricks.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Would you rather have me a younger me? Would
Probably.
you rather? Right.
You know, not that I am employed based on ageism.
I would too,
but,
don't worry.
You know, if it came down to you and a 22-year-old with the exact same skill set,
Right. Probably the 20.
I'd probably take the 22-year-old, but you never know.
Right.
It's not... Plus, you probably have like a standard.
So they're not going to care nearly as much as I... Right,
You know, like, that's the other thing is people are like, I'd love to do that in retirement. It's like, yeah, but you'd be so disappointed. Like, I can't pay you a ton to start.
Right.
And, you know, it is tedious work. And by the time you get good, then you're actually going to retire.
Then you're too old to even, you know.
But at the same time, young guys, you know, they have their whole life ahead of them. And they may...
they're living irresponsibly. They're making bad decisions in every aspect of their lives.
That's right.
It's got to
We're here
impact
to life coach / teach them guitar skills.
Right.
Make wise decisions, youngins.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's good.
Doesn't always work out that well, though.
No.
More dust.
Yeah, look at that thing.
Everywhere we go,
And that just
dust.
that presses.
This was an old thickness sander, so you could run the thing. It's pretty obsolete. We don't use this one much anymore, but it's so heavy we're not taking it out of here.
That's a fun logo they
It's
have.
a time
back
saver.
then.
See, he's actually turning back the hands of the clock. Watch your ears.
All right, do it.
And CNC buildings.
Oh, you're doing all the lacquer,
All the lacquer, we keep it over there now. We used to all be in this building, but bought that like in 08 or 09, I believe. So now we're not.
It must be nice to keep all those fumes separate.
Yeah, plus you get to walk a little bit.
Right, some fresh air.
A little fresh air. It's not the most efficient way of doing it. We carry guitars back and forth across the parking lot. And it's probably the most risky part of the day. We'll dump through it.
Good to see you, Joe. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, man.
Ooh,
Yeah, so these guys are
final stage.
wet sanding and
How's it
buffing.
going?
So yeah, we start.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Not too bad.
We start at 1,000 grit,
Oh man, look at that.
all the way to 2,000 grit.
Is that just in the hole?
Yeah, just
Oh, it's just
foam. Keep all
look at that.
keep all the compounds out of it. So he'll wet sand this, and then he'll start polishing through all these different compounds until it's like a mirror, super shiny, super flat.
about halfway down here.
Do y'all have gloss finish on everything, or?
Most everything, the necks are satin finish. Yeah, so we do full gloss. So if everything goes well, about 4 hours into a body, he'll have it from start to finish.
Oh, wow.
Polished out. If things don't go well, more time.
What are the three things here?
This is the buffing compound, so first wheel, that one has some grit in it. Goes on this
There's
wheel.
some grit in it.
It's
Makes
kind of
sense.
slowly progressing.
Yeah, a
so
little finer grit.
polish, yeah.
By the time you get to that blue one there, you can pretty much use this back as like a mirror, like
Pretty much.
distortion free.
Uh-huh.
Your face will show up shiny as can be. So
Wow.
yeah, so Henry's been.
And on that final stage, how do you keep your fingerprints out of it?
Honestly, I don't really until I get to this final wheel. Then I take sponges out, kind of use this as a handle, and just do my best not to touch it.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
it's really kind of impossible to keep 100%.
Yeah, it's gonna get buffed probably 3 or 4
Yeah,
more
it gets-
times,
yeah.
touched
Right.
up, but the bulk of the heavy buffing you want done now, especially like on the top. Once this bridge is on, once the neck's on, it's really hard to buff around that area.
So the
all that needs
the
to be
buffing
perfect.
is it two things? Like one, it's doing the wood, and one, it's adding a lacquer to it, a sheen to it, or something.
It's just adding a sheen to it. So basically, he's sanding this until it's completely dull. There's no high spots. It's every little tiny speck, flake, anything is taken out of the surface, and then he has to bring it back to a shine. They come out of the spray booth kind of shiny, but not flat and shiny.
Oh, so this is coming from the other building over there,
so
where they
he's already
sprayed it.
Yeah,
I
so
see.
it looks like that. You know, it's got a sheen to it, but you can see it's rough.
Oh, look at that!
It's got
Look at that
little
sunburst.
feathering, so
Ooh.
he'll sand that till all that little ripple's completely gone. It's completely flat. There's zero shine to it, and then he has to put the polish back on it. So these in particular, it's like a black car, right? You see every little thing. So
Right.
He'll spend more time on this than he will on that, for sure. It just takes more polishing.
Wow, that's a beauty right there.
Yeah, that's a cool one. Little maple crossroads, so kind of, you know, your sell your soul at the crossroads kind of guitar.
Yeah, I'd say.
Tough to work on, but come out looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's worth the labor of love at that point when you see the final product. 'Cause this is a very tedious
I'm feeling that guy.
spot.
He's got a good life ahead of him.
He does. He does.
Man.
Are you talking about the guitar? I thought you were talking
No, I
about
meant the guitar.
Henry's got a good life ahead of him, too.
I'm sure. Yeah.
So this one's been polished out already.
Look at
It
that.
needs to be touched again a couple more times, but we're working through a little issue on it. But yeah,
What's the issue on it?
it had a little bit of the pores kind of shrank back, and we were getting ready to ship it out, so we had to re-sand it and kind of re-polish it out. So it'll be fine. Nothing structural. Everything's good. It's just, you know, cosmetics are a huge part of what we do too. People want. Well, you were just shopping for a new guitar. Like, people want shiny, new, perfect things. So we painstakingly spend a lot
Right.
of time on that stuff. So.
Especially at y'all's price.
Yeah, exactly. Our level demands perfection.
Mhm.
So we try our best. You know, we're all human, but an inordinate amount
Is
of.
this your?
So this is all polished out now, ready to be glued up. You can see how smooth and shiny is.
What is that right there?
Mahogany. That's called a zipper backstrip.
Who makes that?
We get that actually made for us. That's one of the few things we don't make in-house. A place out in Seattle makes those. But then Phil upstairs, who was cutting the binding, you can see like all these little miters that you have to join up. That's all that hand cutting stuff where he's making the corner of the two meet up. Same around here, he has to miter and hand cut every one of those little joints.
Wow.
So that's where we're saying, you know, if we could mess it up in a hurry at, at that stage.
Oh, yeah.
Then Alan here glues them up together. Gets them in here. This one's been fretted up, glues in there.
Oh, look at that.
Glued up. That's just wax on there, so the glue doesn't stick to the fret and the fingerboard. And we'll clean that up tomorrow morning and
See,
recrown them, polish them, level
they're
them all
sticking
up.
out the sides there too.
Yeah, so he'll nip all that off. He has to grind them all flat, repolish them, recrown them. More buffing.
That's why I would love to. I wouldn't hire me if I was you, but I would love to work here for a season.
You should never say that in an interview.
Just to demystify. I feel like you would come out of that just so demystified.
You don't.
With,
You end up not being nearly as scared of your guitar.
that's exactly
So
it.
a lot of times now, I remember before I knew all this, it's like, I don't know, truss rod, I don't really want to touch that. I don't know what's going on. Now it's
Right.
like, oh, it's
Right.
all reversible, you know. If you go too far, take it back the other way.
Right,
You know,
right. All
but
that ease
if you don't
that
know
would
what you're
come
doing,
from it. It's horrifying. It's all horrifying.
You might as well pay somebody to do it until you figure it out. But yeah, pretty cool. Double cut with T90s.
I feel like I'm breaking news here.
Going to the UK.
Huss Dalton makes electrics. I feel like this is breaking news.
Yeah, we got two models. We started making them in 2019, so
Wow.
we've made about 70. It's not a big part of what we do, but maybe 15 a year.
Do you know anything about the creation of it?
Yeah,
The decision on pickups and electronics and all
yeah.
that
So
stuff?
we're using Lindy Fralin pickups standard. Of course, we'll put anything in that somebody wants, but he's over in Richmond. Great vintage wine guy. I mean, he's like a knowledge base that's crazy. Like, if you have any sort of vintage pickup question, he's your guy. So
Wow.
he's a great resource to have, because like we know how to build guitars, but electronics
Huss
are not a
Dalton
big thing.
right there?
That is Huss and Dalton back in their younger days. That was a pile of red spruce logs we had out here in the parking lot.
Wow. That's here?
Yeah, I was here. I used to spend my time after hours. We'd go out there and split wood for making braces and stuff. So,
Wow.
yeah, back when we were all a little younger. So yeah, these are going over to the UK. These two electrics. We've got a dealership there. We're doing about 30
not
overseas.
to a store. No.
Yeah, we don't do any direct sales at this point. We just do all dealer and distributor networks. So.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so that's been the model. You know, it started in 1995.
But someone could order a custom.
Yeah, almost everything's custom. We hardly do anything standard. We
But
have
the
our
stores
standard
don't
models.
do custom.
A lot of them do. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. The ones that do well, apparently, definitely are doing custom nowadays. Because it's like, all right, we got something nobody else has, even if it's just a slight wood change or something tweak like that.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's
Right,
pretty sweet.
That is cool.
Yeah, then we set them up in here.
And they'll
then
call
out the
you
door.
as a specific request? Like
Yeah.
sometimes an interesting one?
Yeah, so which is fun for us because, you know, it's like kind of like playing
A
with
challenge.
other people's money. You know, we get their ideas, but it's not something out of our pocketbook. So it's.
You ever had anybody send you something they wanted you to add to the guitar, like of a memento sort, or like?
Not after the fact. We definitely have done.
No, like beforehand. Like,
Yeah.
could you build me a guitar and I want like this feather worked into the lacquer, or
we've
this
had,
pick
we've
like
had,
embedded.
Like, various inlays. And
Inlays,
somebody needs
stuff.
something, you know, for their wife.
Isn't that cool? I realize I probably could have edited that a little bit better for you guys, but I didn't have a lot of time. And yeah, but isn't that amazing? Huss Dalton right here in Staunton, Virginia. Amazing guitars. Maybe, well, I won't even say maybe. Someday I'm gonna have me one of those. I guarantee you. I'm gonna have me a Huss Dalton. It's gonna be sweet. All right, let's take a look at the request list. Get back to work here. And hey, wasn't that super cool? Oh, and Jonah, I saw your chat reading back a little bit about the wireless headphones. It's a great idea. I almost ruined the whole show. I almost broke all the works in here earlier trying to get my AirPods connected to the universal audio and route it through my computer. Apparently, it was way harder than I thought it was going to be. It doesn't quite work like that. I was trying to set up virtual channels on my Apollo to send to my AirPods. I thought that would be the move, but after I tried that for a half an hour, then nothing was working right, and then I took a half hour to fix that. It was a whole mess. But I think you're right. Just coming out of a headphone jack on the Apollo here with some kind of wireless system someday, that'll be the dream. In the meantime, I need to find some black ones so they'll just disappear. Yeah, the latency is a huge issue. That's why I love coming right out of the Apollo, so I don't have to. I actually could have done it if I could just monitor OBS through my AirPods. I had that working with like a second delay latency that was impossible to play with. So there's that. All right, let's just go right for Mr. Guitar Picker's Thank You Life. I'm sort of glad. I know the clock has been ticking the whole time, and that video took a big chunk out of my singing to y'all, but that was a little bit on purpose because even though I'm feeling pretty good, I did have a tooth removed yesterday, and the list of things they told me not to do is sort of horrifying. Like, and the amount of time I'm spent, like, soft food for like months, or like nothing can happen on this side of my mouth. No drinking through straws, no hot stuff, no hot food. I'm like sitting there waiting for my dinner to get cold before I eat it. Mom, your dinner's gonna get cold. Well, that's the idea here. So I'm trying to pace myself, ease back in. Although I'm not feeling any hindrance in my singing. In fact, maybe that tooth has just been in the way all these years. And now my true voice will finally escape the prison of my chest. In the casino I wasn't gambling, I knew I was going to lose. walked forever, but I wasn't rambling. I was just trying on some shoes. Yeah, I met a tailor, she told me a fortune. She knew I might not have any. 2.22's exactly what I was down to. $2, 2 dimes, 2 pennies. Thank you, life, for the light I'm given. Thank you, light, for the life I'm living. Now I got my soda pop, I got my lighter, I got my pink bubble gum. Got a hot mama, I'll be lying beside. Sorry, I got this nicotine gum in here. Drive me a little crazy. It's not pink either. I got my nicotine gum. I got a hot mama, be lying beside her when all is said and done. Can't wait to get there. First I gotta go too far. It's hard work playing the fool. Yeah, I know a shortcut, but it's through the graveyard. Thank God the moon is full. Thank you, life, for the light I'm given. Thank you, light, for the light I'm living. Oops. Growing pains. All I know is you'll never find it unless you're looking. It might be right before your eyes. Give it a try, but don't try too hard. You might become addicted to your size. Friends might avoid you, and strangers might stare. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm just telling you, it gets weird out there. Thank you, life, for the light I'm given. Thank you, light, for the life I'm living. Thank you, light, for the light I'm given. Thank you, light, for the life I'm living. I'll get it dialed in eventually. Yeah. Woohoo. Oh, I love this. It's my tooth. I wonder where you went. I saw somebody say the other night that I wish I'd seen the chat in real time. They're like, ask him if you can keep the tooth. Maybe I'm really glad I didn't see it. I thought that was such a good idea when I first heard it, but this time when I thought about it, I was like, oh my God, I might have just been so horrified that that was in my mouth, and I don't know what the roots look like, but I imagine it can't be too good. Can't be too good. Ooh, Abe wants to hear Damage. Wonder if... I guess we could break it up a little bit. I don't have to be... I should find out what that's even like. Oh no, I don't have the piano camera on. Never mind. Unless y'all want to watch my back. Watch my back. Cover me. I'm going in. I wonder if I could do Phoebe Poem without looking at it. Oh no, we're out of time. Once I get really savvy, I'll be able to step on the looper while I'm singing the verse. I'll be like, sitting in the shades of green, chickadee trills and the air is wet. I pet my dog and he knows what I mean. This is as good as I get. The radio announces explosions one by one. The bees are buzzing in their hive. Dad is laughing up in his room, and I'm alive. And I believe in the actions of this Phoebe, who's built its clever nest upon my porch. The peaceful raindrops, and it's hard to believe in war. Joe's calling his girlfriend, Nana's baking a pie. I've been reading Thoreau, living up in a tree, not really wondering why. Oh, the sweet beauty of a flower's poverty, the magic starry nights. I've named the gray squirrel Pedro, just been letting the bed bugs bite. I believe in the actions of this Phoebe, who's built its clever nest upon my porch. A peaceful raindrops, and it's hard to believe in war. I've been throwing logs onto the fire, preaching to the cricket choir, smoking an old corncob pipe. Soon these apples will be ripe. We'll be picking apples, mandolins, picking our noses, picking our friends, picking ticks off the dogs now and again. Yeah, picking and grinning. And I believe in the actions of this Phoebe, who's built this clever nest upon my porch. A peaceful raindrops, and it's hard to believe in war. Yes, it's hard to believe in war. I sure do appreciate y'all bending your ear my direction. I will be back tomorrow night. You can count on me. Set your watch to me, set your geyser to me, set your sundial to me. As far as I know, Jabberjohn's going to be on tomorrow night, 7 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. I hope y'all can join us for that conversation. See what comes out. Looking forward to all of it. Y'all keep up the good work out there. Give 'em heaven. Be silly. Be honest. Always trust your cape. You got this, we got this.